I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and what you just said about religion and Christianity being powerful, I don't neglect that, but I think the truth lies in Jesus Christ, and that's what I think this country's missing most. What you said about religion being powerful, I think a lot of people are falling into the trap of what they're consuming, both literally and metaphorically, in this country. I think a lot of it lies in nutritional lies, media lies, whether it be music or what they're watching on TV. Like here at Ohio State, it's a bit of a party school. And so like a daily routine of a guy literally might be wake up, rip his Geek Bar, go eat like chicken tenders and watch Love Island. And that's like not an over exaggeration. And so I think what a lot of people are circling on here is what's the truth and how can we improve this country? Like you said, it was founded on Christian values. But then again, what you just said about religion, I don't think that's powerful. I think Jesus Christ is powerful. And what he just said about women and just, not sleeping with a lot of women. If you deny yourself, like in the Bible, the most powerful man was defeated by Christ. So I think I would rather go my whole life just without a woman if it meant giving in to, the sinful nature of the country and what we're seeing, because I do believe we're a country run by Satan. And so how, whether it be if you accept Jesus Christ as the truth or a man like you who's a Muslim, how do you think we can deny those, kind of satanic lies that we're being fed?
Well, I mean, first is, education and understanding, and knowing what you're up against and, how we stand. But like I said, I think if guys want to deal with women, modern women, you need to be aware of these things and how they move. Because like I said before, just because you fear God doesn't mean that they won't. That they won't. So my thing is I just want guys to go into this relationship thing with their eyes wide open, because women have changed significantly.
Yeah.
And I would argue not only have they changed, but they've changed to your detriment, and they're encouraged to do so, right? Men are taught do what's right. Women are taught do what's right for you, right? Oh, if you're not happy in a relationship, just divorce them. Like that's kind of where we are now. Like a man will, make himself miserable to keep his family. A woman will destroy her family so that she won't be miserable. Two different things that we're told. So just as long as guys understand this and find a woman that has a very similar worldview, that fears God, that's what I'm saying. But the days of finding a girl and knowing that she's going to not be a 304 and she's going to be God-fearing, that's a fantasy, man, unfortunately.
I do agree with you on that notion, and I'm not saying the country and the world changing is a direct correlation with women changing, but I think, understanding that where we are as a country and a society is, one that's kind of damned. And again, as a follower of Jesus Christ, I do believe we're living in the times of Revelation. And if you read Scripture, where we are in society, and that might match and be a correspondent with where women are, and maybe if they fall victim of the standards being set. But then I encourage you to maybe have people on your podcast like you keep doing, but just kind of bring men and women, whoever, to spread religion, whether it may be. But I respect obviously you as a Muslim and other Christians here, but I think it's kind of us as Americans are losing the identity of Christianity, in my opinion, but all religion, and I think that's just really hurting our society. So if you have any disagreements with that.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I think losing, side of God and religion in general creates a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I agree with that. My thing is I agree with it, and that's precisely why I say guys need to navigate in this way now, because I do agree with that. If I didn't agree with that, I would just say, no, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, pretend it's 1955. No, I agree with you, which is why that's one of the ways that I think is a solution.
Sure.
There's other ways, but that's just one of them.
And then one conclusive statement is,
then we'll go to the next guy.
Why aren't we being shown the Epstein files?
Man, the Epstein situation is a very, that's a complex situation. I've kind of explained this, but the reality is, it's not just the FBI that's responsible. It's also going to be the entire IC or intelligence community, because I guarantee the CIA, NSA, all these different agencies have files on Epstein as well, because we know Epstein was a foreign asset, and if he's a foreign asset, by definition, that means the CIA is going to have a file on him. So I think we need to start asking Tulsi Gabbard questions, because she's the head of the IC pretty much as a DNI, and the FBI only has a portion of the stuff that we're trying to see. So we'll see what happens. But I do think that the whole Epstein file debacle is one of the biggest L's for the Trump administration. So
I appreciate it.
no worries, man. Thank you. All right, let's get a disagreement or